You know, somebody just said some real shit. I was glad to hear this person say that because when I said it a while back, really didn't nobody respond to it, but they were saying something a little bit like it, but it really wasn't like I had said it. But the energy readings in the cards are staying stagnated. And it ain't got nothing to do with the conduit. It got to do with somebody literally trying to exchange the energy, trying to force energy to go away that ain't. Somebody violated justice and literally want the spiritual justice. Somebody has got a God complex. What? Somebody got a God complex real bad. Somebody got a God complex real bad. And the fact that over the half the world is following them just is bonkers. Out of this world. Cause it's a Nancy in my business. I hope it ain't the Nancy my pop connected to with his little family he got on the side. Cause he was so obsessed with them people, he'll diss his own family and give everything to them. Oh my God. He been trying to keep up two lives the whole life, and he done got in his golden day, he's still trying to do the same thing. Sit down. Please sit down somewhere and be a father for a change before you get out of here. Do something right by God before you get out of here. Because the place you going when you get out of here is not good. The same suffering you put on everybody else is gonna go to you tenfold, if not more. Maybe 1,000-fold since you did it to so many people. People act like you don't want to go to prison, but you act like you brave enough to go to hell. Chill. Cause you done what you need to do to go to hell. A lot of people done what they need to do to go straight to hell. Now, what are you gonna do to prevent yourself from going to hell? That's what you gotta ask yourself. What are you gonna do to save your soul? But anyway, back to what I was saying. The energy is stuck. Like, it doesn't matter if I read cards right now or not. My energy ain't moving and everybody else's energy stuck. It's like, yeah, it's going from people to people, but all of us got the same problem. Now, we could look at this like a good thing, though, because obviously we got to be soul tribes. It made it very easy for us to find our family tree. We all got a lot of the features. We all sound alike. We all get our messages alike. So it ain't no doubt there. I mean, if we didn't know each other, we'll swear we was emulating one another. I mean, we don't know each other, but you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to make this clean as possible so the world can hear it, man. But it's true. It's like, whoever doing it, stop. And you keep bringing up these people that ain't even real conduit, like you want them to replace the real conduit. We sick of it. Whoever this is, whoever you are, you gonna have to get down. Or you just gonna have to get down. Let God deal with it. But God dealing with you. You are hard-headed and stubborn, though. It's like somebody running around here just like the lamb blood on the door back in the day. Somebody did that this time, and that person went around, let's say what the devil say, went around and got individual out of each family of the family tree to sell their soul and to redirect funding, to redirect inheritance, to redirect family fortune. Man, who y'all think y'all is? That's all racism. It all ties on to racism somehow. Now, it ain't. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't see that much racism in the world for this to be going on. So why are we supporting it? It ain't enough, but racism is not like it used to be. Yeah, it's hot here, but it ain't like it was. So why are we supporting something that is rooted in racism? Now, back to the energy in the call. I'm so glad this particular individual said what she said, Because for her to say it, I know I ain't tripping. The energy is not moving, y'all. And if the energy is not moving in them cars, then the wheel isn't moving for none of us in the whole world. You might want to make car people look like demons all you want to. But you know what? You say psychics are demons. And you know what else you say? You say clairvoyant people are demons. And you know what else you say? You say people who got telekinesis are demons. But here's the problem with that. The only conduit source for them to even get such a power will be from God. Now, why is it that everything of God is a demon? You get online, you can't talk about God, but you can talk about Satan. You can talk about sex. You can talk about everything that's of Satan nature. But you better not talk about God. And if you do, you got to get over here in this religious factor, and then they're going to set you up with all kind of blueprint to where you better not even think about building people up of God. Not the right way. Because, yeah, somebody can tell you how to build yourself up with God spiritually. But I'm able to tell you how to build yourself up with God and all the leads, even Bruce Lee. And that right there is truly going to help you elevate. If you got a problem in life and you've been stagnated your whole life, stuck in slums, stuck in hood, I'm the person to help you get out of that situation. I've been got out of it. I got legally robbed. Ain't nothing you can do about that. The only thing we can do about that, my people can do about that, it's a group organization that can stand up against that. But I ain't gonna say y'all name. I said it on the last IHI Entertainment. I mean, in the building, but site or whatever. But it is a group out there, and you're gonna have to get with that group, and we're gonna have to be 10,000 strong at the White House, obviously. Let y'all know, hey, it's time to let that go. It's time to let it go. If you hate us that bad, then let's just go to war then. Let's just do it. Get it over with. Let's get it over with. You want to fight? Let's go to battle then. Ain't no sense of sneaking around and blueprinting and trying to black magic everybody, including yourselves. You gave AIDS to us and gave it to yourselves. You gave counsel to us and gave it to yourselves. You get what I'm saying? I'm glad she said that, though. I'm glad she said that shit. Because if the energy in them cars is not moving, one damn thing I noticed about them conduit cars, if the energy is not moving in them cars, it ain't moving in the world. And see, in a simple-minded individual, as long as they get some money and buy a car, it's moving. That ain't moving. Let me show you how it works. You get a car, you buy a car, the nicest car of your dream, you ride down the road, and you sleep with all the girls you've been wanting to sleep with. And you're going to do that same thing every day until you finally get sick. Why did that happen? Why did you do that same thing every day and got sick doing it? Because it didn't move no more after that. You killed change. You sacrificed them. That's how the energy works. You could have took that money and built something. You could have took that money and built a whole nother empire. You could have took that money and did a lot more than just bought a car and slept with everybody girls. Except your own. That's the way it worked, y'all. So the energy ain't moving. It stops moving. All right, now let's look at the people who invented stuff. And look at the stuff they invented. When they got rid of these people, killed them and got rid of them, their invention lasted till the invention was done. And then it stopped moving. Let's just admit it. We don't want to, I ain't gonna say no names because I can, but we know what it is. Let's just admit it. This is a situation that this whole world gonna have to fix together, whether we like it or not. We all gotta get our feet dirty. We all gotta get our hands dirty now. Like I said, first and foremost, I don't know how nobody else can sell somebody else's soul, and I don't know how somebody can sell somebody else's soul and make somebody else's life bad. That shit there is out of whack anyway. And then I don't know what uh how somebody can take somebody inheritance because and give it somebody else like they got provision over what? I've been taking care of my family before I was old enough to take care of myself. And you sat there and gave my son to him. How can they do a good job with my son when they didn't do a good job with me? You don't know what you gave my son to, but you do, and that's the problem. All racism, we gotta get rid of it. It's embarrassing, it's downplayed, it's beneath everybody, and all it is a money game. It ain't enough racism in the world today for us to still be funding these games. It just ain't, y'all. If it is, then what's up with all the biracial babies? What's up with all this? Oh, you need the bloodline to go on? Give me a break. Please, give me a break. That's just ridiculous. That color shit, I just don't even want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. It's so inverted. It's so perverse. It's a load of crap. Obviously, somebody of God descent taught what I'm teaching now, just like my brother Jesus and everybody else who came before me did. And you took them out and you made everything perverse. God teaches you to tap into your root chakra, and line up all your chakras. You taught people how to physically abuse their chakras. I bust y'all in the head with that one, didn't I? The whole world. You better look at it, you better understand it right. You taught people to physically go in and abuse the root chakra, to tap into something so your eyes can pop out your head. But God's way teaches us to activate the chakras through Kundalini elevation, meditation. It's more pure. It's more it's sanctified. It's more humane. That is beside that inhumane crap y'all keep funding. Oh, I'm in the castle. And we in the castle. Who cares about you? All that. Turn it upside down, kick it out the way, and throw it in the trash can. Because everything in there trash. I'd rather be celibate than sleep with anything in that trashy ass place. God, Lee, clean up. What I want to get a job for before I can get the job, I got to get a whole bunch of STD to make sure I keep the job so I can have insurance. Please, trash. All trash, garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. I don't care what you think about it, and if you don't like it, it's because you contaminated to the galore. You want everybody else to be contaminated with you, obviously. One thing we got to understand as a people, water is truly free. Air is free. The ground we walk on is free, and that's all you need to eat. So why are we still on our knees? You're on your knees because you want to be, because the sex is not pleasing you. Like somebody said about me 5 years ago, oh, I know it ain't the sex because the cards right here say five of wands, 6 of wands. I know that ain't what. How you know? You don't know nothing. You wore out. You wore out. You don't know nothing. You didn't even know it was a difference between ecstasy and display men. So how do you know anything? Sit back, shut your mouth, and grow up. That's all you could do, rich or poor. Because you a child. You a grown ass, it's even worse for you because you a grown ass individual with a child mind. But I'm glad this individual said what she said because the energy ain't changing. It's stagnated to death out here, y'all, and it's boring us to death. All of us, all nationalities, we bored with this. Oh, you still gotta, I don't like it because they this color. Bye, see you later. Wealthy or not, see you later, go over there. You see that trash can over there, if you don't mind, jump in it and put the lid on it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do to help the eco? Nothing. You still worry about the color of man. You can give a damn about the color of grass. But you gotta eat every day though, don't you? You gotta drink water every day though, don't you? Somehow in your puny mind, you feel like if I contaminate all the water and all the lands, I'ma still get to eat and drink water. How? You said the same thing with AIDS and now your family got it. You said the same thing with cancer, now your family got it. And you know what's sad? You ain't even racist towards color. You racist towards God. You hate God. Whoever letting this go on, all this situation, all it's gonna take for this whole situation to get fixed is for the justice system and the physical to do their job. And y'all done not did y'all job for so long. Y'all are literally the equivalent of gangsters. And that's why I let it go. That's why gangsters treating you accordingly. Bad as I hate to say it. You brought that on yourself. That's your karma. And you've been avoiding it by always putting people like me out saying we the problem and we the reason you getting attacked. No. I'm voicing an opinion that a lot of people talking about just scared to voice. And that's when it's worse, when it ain't heard. I've been in the streets my whole life. I know. You got to keep your ears to the street. And what I hear in the streets is not good for nobody in them high seats. Period. It don't matter what color you are or what color your opposer is. They on y'all ass secretly. I'm giving them away talking. But I'm glad she said that, bro. Because as long as them are conduits, direct conduits to God, they don't get that gift from Satan. Satan can manipulate their gift by getting into their ass, making them lose their wings, and then making them play with black magic. But that direct source of gift right there comes directly from God. And for you to even fish your mouth to call them demons in any kind of fashion or form, you need to go get on your knees and pray to God that he have mercy on you. Because you keep telling God you need his help. You keep telling God you want his help. And God sends somebody to help. But just because it's not God, it's like you know God ain't a human, don't you? You know God can't put his whole self in a human. So if you know all this about God, why are you still testing God? Like me. It's women that could have been came, and I fit their characteristics perfectly. But since I don't fit their characteristics in the physical life, financially and all that shit, they automatically program themselves to say, oh, well, somebody's gonna come for you. That's when I was looking for somebody a while back. Somebody's gonna be there. When it was supposed to be that person the whole time, but what you didn't know is you wasn't good enough to be with me either. And that's why they on their knees. I'm still on my feet, though I'm piss poor broke without a pot to piss in. I wouldn't throw it out of, but I'm still standing strong right here on my feet. And I done told you plenty of time, and I tell you to the day I go to sleep, I'd rather die on my feet than to die on my knees. You think you wasting your time thinking you honoring God, praising God, worshiping God every Sunday and Wednesday or every day of the week, but you live completely on your knees. That's what we call lukewarm. And if you ain't reading your Bible, that's one part you need to go and read if you read nothing else. If you are lukewarm, my Father will spit you out his mouth. You taste like grizzly sand. Who want to eat a sand sandwich? But yeah, I'm glad I'm calmed down. 'Cause I can't do nothing. All I can do is voice my opinion. But you are so right, darling. You are so right. But I say, the beautiful thing about this situation is that we found each other. And as soon as they finally let us go, we gonna be with each other. And ain't nobody can stop that. They might try to kill us before we get together, but that's the most they gonna be able to do. And with the way they've been ducking and hiding and leaning and sneaking around and black magic all over the place like more than raindrops, trust me, they don't want them hands. They coward as hell. They above cowards. They the bully of all cowards. Narcissists of all narcissists. King and queen narcissists. Ain't nothing, you just, all they need to do is line up to the nearest big dumpster and jump in it. That's all they gotta do. It don't matter. It's 8.2 billion of us. It don't matter if it's 4.2 billion of them. All you gotta do is find the biggest dumpster near you and jump your ass in it with your finest satire on. Now, you let me tell it. You lucky I got God want me to have mercy on y'all. I just don't see how. But you know, I'm trying to. I'm working on it. Who you humans? But yeah, the energy ain't changed. We all tired of reading these energy. As soon as the energy change, I buy some cars. Somebody got to put shit back, and they need to put it back now. I said it on Facebook. You sat there and you gave our rights to a whole nother nationality, and that's where the problem laying down at. And you gonna have to go your ass back and put it back where you got it. First and foremost, you annexed our land and we had mercy on you. So you mean to tell me you gonna take our rights, you gonna take our identity and give it to a whole nother nationality? It's been past war. You ought to be thankful that we having mercy on you. Because you ain't wanting the war. You do not want the war. But if it's an inner war, if it is a war, it's gonna be an inner war. A war against ourselves. Our country against our country. And that's embarrassing enough, really. We all see that coming. I ain't even gotta hide it. You know it's out there. You probably funding it. I gotta make $1. Okay. You got enough though. You need some more money for what? You gonna buy a different car and ride down your wife friend house, sleep with her? Get out of my face. I'm telling you, I was born in the street, stuck in the street where I couldn't move out the street. I see people do this on a daily, on a norm. Sit there and take from the good and give it to the wicked, just so they can all fall off together. In the worstest way, fashionably. So, but I'm glad you said this. Because I was tripping about it. I was like, now I know I ain't tripping. But the energy ain't changing. I hear my ancestors going through the grapevine when it comes down to trying to get to the root of all these people that's doing all this under the table crap. And it is an absolute mess. These people don't even qualify for the money that our ancestors is fighting harder than we are to keep them from having. But some clown, literally, in a very high chair in the physical world, over the judicial system, decided to play God. And let me tell you something, if y'all don't read nothing else in the Bible, go read Revelation. Everybody feel the fact when God comes. They feel the fact of the day of regurgitation. Well, it tells you, simple and plain, the day God comes is when you start playing God. And don't that sound like a bunch of people playing God? You literally trying to switch the timeline, switch the energy up. You literally trying to give a whole bunch of middle class people life to a whole bunch of meth heads. Let's just use that for an example. I guess you can't say meth heads on here, but it was all right when they were saying it about me. I wasn't even doing it. Not like they were giving it to me. Half the stuff, you call me everything but the child of God, and I wasn't none of that stuff. We gotta fix this together, y'all, whether we like it or not. And we all stuck in this together. And the day we do fix this together, I can assure you, ain't nobody really hardly gonna be texting no more. People gonna call you on the phone at the most. Cause I gotta hear that vibration. I gotta hear your wavelength. I need to hear your heartbeat to make sure you ain't lying to me. So, hopefully we can get on our feet and get off our knees and actually put some work in and save our planet. And thank God for giving us the opportunity to save our planet. Peace and love out there, y'all.